Good afternoon and welcome to Challenge 8, our live talent analysis tool presented by Turner & Townsend for the House of PMO, home to PMO professionals. But before we dive into the tool, how about we meet the team first? Jack Williams, Townsend, Dan Waterman, Declan and Victor. The challenge is summarised below. But the key requirements we took for this challenge was tracking the skills of teams and analysing the spread of capabilities across PMO professionals to provide insightful analysis for the House of the PMO. In addition to this, we would look to include any other data or recommendations that would help to improve the capabilities for the House of PMO to provide their industry-leading analysis. We spent the first half of day one breaking down the challenge and understanding the requirements. This helps us to understand the product vision, which was looking to provide real-time transparency for intelligent decision-making for PMO professionals against the House of PMO's competency framework. We also looked to understand the customer's need, recognizing it's a complicated data set that's difficult to visualize, but there's also advancing technology, meaning there's more opportunities than ever for the House of PMO to grow. We understood the value as simplification of complicated data sets for streamlining analysis. This would also have an aspiration to benchmark across teams and industry, and looked at the different personas the customers involved to see what their needs were. This helped to provide a live talent analysis tools features, but rather than me taking you through the details there, how about I hand you over to Dan?
Thanks, Jack. So this is our workforce overview page, which provides some analysis on our metadata. So we can see the way that the workforce is broken up by employment status, sector, role, etc. It's interactive, so if you want to see specifically public sector, things change as a result. Then we've got our competency tracker, so we've got a full list of all the competencies submitted by the different employees and whether it's currently meeting expectation, it's above or it's below. And then just some more charts up here with some filters to drill down the data. Then we've got some further key highlights, which you can look into in your own time. There's quite a bit of information here. And then finally, we've got our personal dashboard. So you can filter on one particular email and you can see exactly what competencies are underneath that and their career plan. So that brings our demonstration to a close.
Thanks for that, Dan. Looks great. Now, the live talent analysis tool will be iteratively developed to realize value sooner, building on the current working practices of the House of the PMO and using existing data structures. The rollout will be supplemented with change management support and solution training to make sure everyone knows how to use it effectively to get the right first-time principles. This tried and tested approach will empower the House of PMO to provide a market-leading service for PMO professionals across the globe. We'll start off with quick wins using the current data set to enable individuals to understand where their competencies are against the current PMO framework provided by the House of PMO, but also provide transparency for job descriptions, skills, qualifications and experiences. By refining the existing data set with the House of PMO support, we can also help to build an organisational insight to enable businesses to understand where their gaps are and where their strengths and opportunities for growth. This data-led decision-making can also help to inform financial planning for recruitment and training. And then finally, where we all want to be, the target as market leaders. By integrating with AI and Python, we'll empower a market-leading service for the House of PMO that helps to generate income with affiliated organisations by using their data to map out their organisation's capability as well as benchmark that across industry to understand where the best practices are being applied, as well as to help pipeline talent planning and succession. It is imperative to realise the benefits for the live talent analysis tool for the House of the PMO, and this has been broken down into the three areas shown on this slide. For the individual, it's about reduction in time spent manually uploading evidence, but instead tracking through metadata to automatically link where the individual has had a direct impact on project outcomes. This helps also increase transparency on skills and qualifications required and provides an understanding of industry opportunities for career growth. Organisations, it helps to increase intelligent decision making through employing technology and lifetime data, as well as advanced strategic intelligence for influence in the future. For industry, it helps to enhance industry benchmarking of skills, boost the ability to target areas of risk or growth, and overall it helps to drive best practice with real-time data to understand which PMO skills and capabilities are having the greatest success. Whilst we are super proud of what our tool can do now, we recognise there's some recommendations in the immediate future and the long-term thinking to help make the most out of this tool. These have been outlined below, but I can summarise these as adding additional data fields to include information about the organisational structures and collecting the evidence of the competencies to enable lifetime tracking of evidence, and long-term thinking about creating a dashboard solely for the use of the house of PMOs to help them target and sell the PMO framework in order to generate revenue as well as to share best practice. A sophisticated data management system would also help to enable a more efficient data model, as the expectation is as this solution is rolled out, it will become unmanageable in Excel. Now, let's head over to Victor to hear our responses to the judge's question.
Thanks, Jack. Our response to question number 1 is Live Talent Analysis Tool has capability to visualize through Power BI, as well as enables managers to track the team's capability and areas for improvement. It also enhances decision making by recruitment team and senior leaders. Secondly, on the second question, a classical response to second question is Live Talent Analysis Tool has capability to assess skills progression as well as tracking set targets. It also enables indication for skill gaps and future resource requirements. On the third questions, this tool can be deployed to all PMO profession across the industry. Most importantly, organizations affiliated to House of PMO can benefit from this true peer comparison and benchmarking capability of the live talent analysis tool.
We want to say thanks for listening to our solution. We hope forward to hearing from you soon.